What is going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the recent FUD around Cardano going around with a lot of cynicism. And we're going to be talking about the Concurrency FUD. What's going on? Is this going to be a detriment? Are we going to explode from this? Is it all over? Let's talk about it. First things first though, before I even talk about any concurrency, I want to leave this short clip with you from Charles Hoskinson himself today after he streamed about the concurrency issue and what's to come after smart contracts.
The point of Cardano is to be around in 50 years or 100 years. We got the model of innovation right, and we got the model of collaboration right. That is more important than anything else. All the other stuff, it's inevitable. It'll happen. Might take months, might take weeks, might take years, but it'll happen. And if you don't like the model, well, eventually you can add your own. And what we've done is, I think, the most balanced hybridization between the innovations of Bitcoin and the innovations of Ethereum.
So yeah, keep in mind, a lot of this is going to pass. And do you really think that IOHK and the other founding partners of Cardano didn't think about concurrency issues while they were, developing and coming up with the framework of Cardano? No, it's came up, but it's not a huge issue as so many people are making it out to be. And that's outlined and also reiterated in this live stream from Charles Hoskinson that was today. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it down in the description. It's a great hour to just chill and understand some more in-depth concepts, but there's a lot of information in this video, in this live stream, that will help you understand it all. On just the concurrency side of things, a lot of people don't understand it, and I'm not going to pretend like I understand everything too, but what I do understand is that it's not the end of the world. The system is not going to implode, and there's ways to solve the issue pretty simply. When I say simply, I mean with tons of active development and the most amount of GitHub pushes every day. Cardano has people working on it. Cardano has people ready to make solutions. So the simple answer may not be so simple, but there's going to be multiple iterations on a solution to the problem, and each iteration is going to get better as we move forward. Okay, so what is the concurrency issue? Well, there's actually a lot of resources which I'm going to link in the description, but simply put, from Sunny Cardano here on Twitter, with UTXO, the model Cardano is using, each transaction references the previous transactions that it was associated with. That's why sometimes in your wallet, when you send an NFT and you look at the transaction scan, you're going to see that all of your NFTs are associated with that transaction. That's how it works. Every transaction is kind of associated with the other transaction in your wallet. So with this being said, it limits what you can do inside of the space of a single block compared to other systems which use world states that account style basically pauses time and allows you to do as much as you want within a single block. We at Cardano, maybe not me directly, but the people at Cardano, people working on Cardano, have to find a way around this, which some are already doing. Although this is a problem, with the EUTXO model comes a lot of security benefits. So the trade-off is we have to work on figuring out the concurrency issue, but at the same time, we also get inherent security from the model that Cardano is using. Right now, the current fix that's proposed by most DEXs, and it's going to be improved going forward, this is just an initial fix, is that people might have to wait 40 to 60 seconds on a trade and then try again, right? That's not a very big problem considering how much security we get and how much protection the end user gets from having the EUTXO model involved. And you guys have to remember, there's so many people working on Cardano. That's why they are the most developed cryptocurrency, at least in terms of GitHub commits. And there is so much going on behind the scenes that especially the people who are maximalizing on other blockchains like Ethereum and saying how Cardano is all garbage, they don't even look at this. They don't even pay attention. But the concurrency issue has been solved from multiple DEXs, multiple different ways of solving it, and we're only going to get better and more efficient at solving the problem going forward. And I'm not even going to show all the Ethereum maxis trying to dunk on Cardano for having a concurrency issue, because inherently the concurrency issue is much easier to solve than the fundamental issues Ethereum has. And that speaks for itself in a lot of ways, but I'm not going to dive too deep into it. I still love Ethereum, and I think Ethereum is going to do great things for the space, and they already have. But some of the people around the Ethereum group are very blindsided by their own views. And I'm subject to this too at times, but all the FUD around Cardano is going to bring more attention to it. And yeah, MinSwap, Maladex, ErgoDex, SundaySwap, all of these dexes are working to solve the concurrency issue. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of developers with even financial gains to be had if they solve the issue. So think about that and don't cave into all the FUD. Stay the frickin' course. If you're still confused about all the concurrency things, then something I highly recommend you watch is this Army of Spies video. I know my video was supposed to tell you everything, but Army of Spies does much better job than I can at explaining everything and going over the most valid points of the concurrency issue. Now, I'm going to leave this video down in the description. Highly recommend you guys watch this above anything else in the description, and it's going to help a lot, so it'll be down there. Don't miss it. One last take on the whole concurrency FUD before I end the video from Mr. Goose himself is that all of the people dunking on Cardano for their development flaws and things that are going on right now, they're not the people to talk to about the issue. Those people haven't done their own research and they haven't been looking into it enough to even understand what they're talking about. So believing people who are creating the FUD is probably the wrong way to go. You should be talking to the developers, Sebastian from DC Spark, or whoever else on here on Twitter who's preaching the problems and also solutions and what's going on. Charles Hoskinson making an hour-long live stream today talking about all this. Who are you going to trust? The person who is just sitting there and trying to crap on things, or the person who's providing a constructive feedback mechanism for people to add on to and for people to read? In short, quit listening to ETH critics and discuss with the ADA developers. You'll be fighting a losing battle if you're not doing that. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great frickin' day and will have a great frickin' rest of your day. It's been your friend Jack. Check out the links down in the description, especially that Army of Spies video and Charles' podcast if you want to learn more. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.